That about wraps up the brakes. So that's going to wrap it up. That's just about going to wrap that up. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. What's going on, guys? Now, you might notice something a little bit different. We're not working on the car in this video. I'm just out for a walk, and I thought we could have a little chat about, some of the things we've done so far, some of the plans for the future, stuff like that. Now, I already feel like we've come quite a long way with this car. There's not really been a lot of progress made in terms of making it look different or anything like performance-wise, but this car needed a lot of work. I knew that from the start, and that was part of the reason that I bought it. But it has been a bit disappointing that all we've really done so far is fix it. We've done a few bits, but nothing really that exciting. Now, like I said, I knew the car needed some work, and that was the reason that I got it, and that's also the reason that it was really cheap, I think, anyway. Quite a few people have been asking me in the comments, so how much was the car? I paid £1,000 for the car. Hopefully, in the future, I'll do a video, a breakdown of how much it cost to get it to maybe, not what it is now, because that'll include some stuff that maybe wouldn't have needed doing necessarily, but I'd kind of like to put a video together at some point just to sort of tell you how much it cost to get it working and on the road, because it wasn't roadworthy when I bought it, not at all. And it took a lot longer than I might have thought, and probably a bit more money than I was expecting as well. So yeah, the car was £1,000. Another thing a lot of people have been asking me is sort of what are my plans for this going forward? Is it just going to be a car that I fix and show how-tos on fixing stuff? Am I going to do any real performance upgrades? Am I going to do any sort of styling mods, either interior, exterior, stuff like that? And yeah, don't get me wrong, I'd love to do stuff like that. It's just that a lot of these other issues, or a lot of these issues, have come up before I've managed to get around to stuff like that. But that is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, because I know there's so many possibilities with these cars in terms of upgrades or styling stuff. So it is something that's been in the plans up until now. So we'll see what happens with that. We've tackled some jobs that, a couple of years ago I could never see myself doing. More recently with the gearbox stuff, I know some of the videos have been kind of all over the place lately, because some of the stuff that you've seen recently was kind of filmed way back in the summer, just after I got the car. But then some of the stuff I've actually filmed more recently has gone out that you guys have seen first. But that's just because of the ease of editing it and making it all fit together, and just that I felt like some stuff that I filmed more recently maybe would be more interesting for you guys to see than some of the stuff that I filmed way back when. Also because I've gotten a bit more confident in front of the camera now, I've got a bit better at the sort of filming process. That's some other stuff I've been working on as well, and I've kind of noticed that some of the older stuff just doesn't quite have that same feel that some of the newer stuff I've been working on has. But yeah, I absolutely love that little car. If it wasn't for that car, I really don't think we'd have had the sort of progression that we've had so far. Because yeah, at one stage I was kind of worried about struggling for content, but then this car, it was just sort of one issue after another, and yeah, it made loads of great content. Well, I think it would have done if I'd have been a bit better at the whole process at the time, but I feel like we're really starting to get there. I'm definitely feeling, like I say, a lot more confident in front of the camera and getting better at the whole filming side of things. So that's really good, and I'm really happy about that. And that car is the gift that just keeps on giving at the moment, and keeps on stressing me out and making me late for work and having to borrow cars and all sorts of stuff like that. But like I said, when I think I did the walk around video, that was part of the plan. That was the whole reason we got this car. It was meant to be a project. It wasn't meant to run straight away. But one thing I probably haven't told you in the videos, because I filmed some videos, you've seen my Honda in the background in some of the videos, and one thing I didn't tell you, or one thing I didn't show you that I filmed, which was quite a big job, was making up some brake lines on that car. But I really wasn't happy with the footage. I didn't like the way it turned out. I was really dull on the camera, had no sort of excitement, no hype, nothing like that. So, I haven't put that video out. I've got the footage waiting, but I didn't really do anything with it because I just wasn't confident in the quality of it. But yeah, that Honda was my daily car. It was my only car until I bought the Fiesta, but the idea was the Fiesta was going to be a bit of a project, and the Honda would be my daily to get me to and from work. Now, not long after I bought the Fiesta, the Honda blew its head gasket. Because of it being winter and me not having done a head gasket before, I didn't want to be out there in the freezing cold actually trying to figure stuff out. I wanted to sort of save that until the weather was a bit better. So that led to the Fiesta becoming my daily car. So that's probably another reason we haven't gone all out and done anything crazy on it yet, is not just because of all the fixes and stuff. So yeah, I was battling with a broken Honda and a broken Fiesta for a lot of the time, because you probably haven't seen everything that happened with the gearbox at this point, but oh, that was a nightmare. It was like a chain reaction. It was one thing after another when that happened. Yeah, just keep watching the gearbox videos and you'll find out what happens on there sooner or later. When I first started this channel, I was on furlough leave, so I had plenty of time. Now I'm back in work full time, and with the winter as well, I don't have any light in the evenings to get anything done then, so it's literally just the weekends. And I've got a life as well, so you know, I've got other commitments, and I'm also studying at the same time as having a full-time job, trying to do YouTube and all that sort of stuff. So some of that stuff takes up a lot of my time, but I'm trying to balance it as best I can. And you know, I hope you guys are enjoying the content and you feel like it's, you know, improving, like the quality's getting better and things like that. That's not me complaining, and it's not me trying to make excuses. I just want to let you know, I thought this would give us an opportunity to sort of, I don't know, you get to know me a bit better and a bit more about the channel and a bit more about like what I do. I mean, I haven't specifically told you what I do, but I don't know, maybe we'll do a Q&A one day. I know people like to ask that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, I'd say I owe quite a lot to that little car. Everyone sort of around me at the time was saying, oh my God, what have you done buying this thing? Like, my parents were like, you've bought an absolute nail, that thing's not going to last 5 minutes. And, you know, some of my mates were saying the same thing. My girlfriend was always really positive about it, so thank you, Daisy, for that one. But I think even you had your doubts some of the times when it broke down on me. Some of the jobs that I've had to do on this car has taught me so much, like things I never thought that I'd be doing this time a couple of years ago. I mean, you've seen me dropping the gearbox out. Like, I wouldn't have dreamed of dropping a gearbox myself, just on my driveway. Literally, well, I say on my own. Mum helped me out, so shout out again, Mum, for that one. Same thing with like when I do the head gasket on the Honda, because I have no doubts that I'm going to be doing that myself. Not because I can't afford to do it or whatever, but it's not worth anything to me if I take it to a garage. Like, it's worth so much more to me in terms of like learning and knowledge and, I don't know, a sense of achievement for doing things myself if I just get on and get that done. If I find I can't do something because I haven't got a particular tool, like, I'll try and get hold of it. Like, I'll try and sort of justify buying a tool if it's an expensive one, or certain tools feel like, oh, it costs so much for a certain tool just to do that one job. But, you know, I'll weigh it up and think, well, am I going to use it for someone else in the future? Like, someone else comes along, because, like, just because I've done a particular job on this car doesn't mean I won't do it on another car in future. Like, this isn't a one car channel by any means. It's just that there's been a lot to do on it so far. So yeah, that's that's something I'm quite excited about, is that, like, we're not going to be Fiestas forever, we're not going to be Fords forever. Yeah, just so you know, there's going to be more projects coming. But like, I definitely want to try and make the channel a bit more entertaining, bring some sort of more exciting content to you guys rather than just fixing stuff. And you know, that's definitely something that I feel like I can do. So I'm really excited for that kind of stuff as well. And hopefully, you know, future projects will bring that sort of stuff to you guys. And now, I really wanted to keep this video nice and short for you guys, but I know I've been waffling on a little bit, so I apologise about that. But like, I just wanted to go for a little walk and just chat to you guys and sort of, I don't know, let you know where my head's at, and you know, reflect on some of the things we've done and think about what's to come in the future. Well, I'm just about getting back to mine now, so we're pretty much gonna wrap this up here. Oh, now there's one thing that I nearly forgot to tell you guys. I've been mentioning for a while now that when I hit 400 subscribers, I had an announcement for you guys. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking that, based on the intro to this video, that maybe I was going to tell you that we were just about wrapped up with the Fiesta project. But in truth, we're nowhere near. We're only just starting. The thing that I wanted to tell you guys is, we're wrapping the Fiesta. Yes, that's right, we are wrapping the car. And I know you're probably thinking, Mike, you've lost the plot. And maybe you're right, but I actually think the car looks pretty good. Now, obviously, this is just a bit of a joke. I've just done this with tinfoil, and a lot of you are probably looking at that thinking, oh no, what have you done? You're going to ruin the car, you're going to wreck your paintwork. But believe it or not, I mean, it comes across quite well in videos, but the paintwork on this car is absolutely battered, so I'm not really too worried about that. Plus, we're going to be covering over that anyway when we wrap the car. Now, for those of you that have been watching the channel a while, you know that this channel is all about doing things yourself, proper DIY, giving it a go, especially if you've never done it before, because what better way to learn? So this wrap job is going to be totally DIY, but I'm not going to be doing it here on my driveway because the weather's shocking most of the time. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be heading up into Ash's dad's unit, which you've seen before. And we're going to be wrapping the car in there because it's going to be a lot warmer, it's going to be a lot drier, there's not going to be dust and things like that hanging around. Plus, you guys know that when we're working in the unit, we do things legit. We couldn't hold the Allen key still with anything, so we're gripping it in the vice. Now, I've already got some ideas on potential colours that we want to wrap this car, but that's not to say I can't be persuaded, so if you can think of a good colour to wrap this car, then let me know that in the comments below. Now, you might be wondering, when's all this supposed to be going down? So, the plan is that we're going to wrap the car once I hit 1,000 subscribers, and that seems like it might be quite a while away, but maybe not. So, let's see if we can get there a bit quicker. What I'm going to ask you guys to do is if every single one of you that's subscribed to this channel could share it with just one other person and get them to subscribe, then, you know, we're going to be pretty damn close and we'll be wrapping this car a lot sooner than you think. So that's all I'm going to ask you guys to do, is if you could just share it with one person, get that person to subscribe, and then we'll be wrapping the car before you know it. Now, there's just one last thing, and that's that most of you that watch these videos still aren't subscribed. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button if you want to see us wrap this car a lot quicker. Anyway, that's about going to wrap it up for this video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.